Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll. Do you like to shop online but hesitate because of the uncertainty about sizing and the quality of some items? Have you came across an outfit that you love to rock, but girl, you want to know more about the company and how their items run first? I get it. Check out TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll on YouTube for the latest updates in plus-size fashion and styles. She does the reviews that you can use. Timing is of the essence, but she will reach out to any company if she's not already signed with them. And get that item or a similar item to try it on first and provide that honest review on sizing, quality, and shipping. She does it all and often can get a discount code exclusively for her subscribers. So subscribe now and shop with confidence, knowing if you would size up, size down, or true to size. She also reviews wigs, bundles, hair products. Like I said, she does it all. Measurements are in the description as well as the contact information for business inquiries or collabs. So subscribe today to be a part of the dollhouse where everything is big, bold, and beautiful. The link is in the description box down below.
Hey everybody, thank you guys for showing up. I was in the middle of working on something. I couldn't let you guys hear what was going on in the background, but we do have a special guest on this show today. So we were still working on trying to get the videos together. So you guys, we got a special guest. So let me get right off into it. They're already on the phone. So I'm going to rush. I know you guys, I'm going to have to rush a little bit. But I want to speak to a couple of you that came up in the house early. So thank you guys. Sonia Watts, Nancy, Mildred, come holler at a sister, Freddie, Cynthia, Curl, Wanda, Teresa, Lisa, Rhonda, Ruby, G. Woo is in the building. Mr. Wooten is in the building. Katrina, Miss Philly G, Avalanche, Tina Powers, Latrice, Roshonda, Marsha. LaKendra, my sister. Cherie is here. Cynthia, little Linda. I almost got all of you guys taken care of. Ruby Turner, Miss Philly G, Lisa Calhoun, Avalanche, Karen, Martin, Tracy N, Carissa. How are you guys doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Diane is in the building. Tina Powers, how are you? Freddie's in here. Sugar T, Valerie, how you doing? And Katrina, Yellow Eye here. S. Hagen is here. Gloria Bates is in the building. Okay, you guys. And Miss Dee Dee is in the building. Miss Dee Dee's. Dorothy Pruitt, how are you guys doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Today is December the 7th, you guys. And we've got a special guest. We were going to have the Thon going. We're still having a Thon going. But there's a lot of videos. I have not got them all together yet. So just be patient. But we got something better. We've got a special guest. And who is this on the phone?
This is Tyrese's sister, his twin sister, Trissie.
Tyrese's twin sister is on the phone. So you guys, I know you guys got questions for her and everything, but we want to hear, this is awareness for Tyrese. And we've just been keeping his name out there. And we want to know some, maybe they might be some good experiences with your brother, and what is it like being a twin, and like what's going on now as far as how you feeling and things like that. You can share some experiences of some really happy things, because a lot of people don't, sometimes when people are not around, we kind of forget that this is a person, so we want to hear anything you have to share with us about Tyrese.
Okay, my brother, he's very smart. He's very funny, and he used to call me and ask me, can I come pick him up? And I used to tell him, the same way you got there, the same way you gonna get back.
So he would get somewhere and ask you to come and pick him up.
Yeah, I still come get him though,
Yeah. So you guys are twins, and when growing up, was there like a competition thing with you guys?
Not really.
Did you guys?
I'm high.
Huh?
He got big to me. When he hit high school, he had a growth spurt, but he used to be small.
Oh.
Yeah. I used to be bigger than him. I used to beat him up all the time.
You used to beat him up?
Yeah.
What do you guys share that? I mean, like being a twin, I got two sets of twins in my family, but I wasn't raised with them. But being a twin, what does that feel like?
It's just like you feel like there's two of you. You know what I mean? It's just like you can feel when somebody's like somebody's in danger, like when somebody's hurt.
Okay. So anytime, like if he fell out off the teeter-totter or running or something,
it's like emotional stuff, like it makes you like feel like you're the same person, like feeling what they feeling.
Oh wow. So when you because you're a female, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so y'all not identical twins.
I know.
But you look just like him though.
Yeah, kinda, yes. People say it.
Okay. I see it when I look at you. But so you being female and him being male, did he catch those emotions when you reach puberty?
Nah, I hope not.
I just needed to ask. I just needed to ask. So, I mean, but did you get some of his feelings as far as being him being the male and you being the female?
No, it wasn't nothing like that. It was like, like crying and stuff like that kind of emotion, not like physical stuff that's happening to him and his sister.
Right. Now, do y'all like the same thing? Everything the same?
Yeah, we played the same sport. We like the same stuff, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. So once y'all hit your toddlers and you went into elementary school and things. Now, even though y'all in the same classrooms?
In first grade and second grade, yeah, we were.
Okay, but then they split you guys up?
Yeah, we wasn't in the same class when we hit 3rd and 4th.
Oh, wow. Okay, did they do that intentionally?
No, because we weren't bad together. He was bad on his own.
Okay. Okay. You said he was very smart.
Yeah, he is. He used to brag about his grades all the time.
Oh, wow. So you didn't make better grades than him?
No, I made good grades. If I had 1 C, he had no C. He just brag about it all day.
Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. Did you guys blame each other for what one did and one not do? You know what I'm saying? Like if you took the last piece of cornbread and didn't want to tell mama or something, and
Yeah, he used to blame stuff on me all the time.
And know that
Like,
So we hear he is a joker. I wouldn't say was, but he's a joker. Like he likes to play class clown. So did he play a lot of jokes and pranks on you?
Not no pranks.
Okay. So is there some stories you can tell us? Like, did you ever get lost, or did he ever, sneak out and y'all kept things secret and you knew the truth or whatever?
No, not really. We don't. No, it wasn't nothing like that. He was just open. If he was doing something, he'd tell you what he's doing.
Okay. Now, tell me, is you the oldest or is he the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
Okay. So, what is one of the fondest moments that you can remember? You guys had to go. You guys lived through.
You said the what moment?
The fondest moment, like maybe a birthday or a parade or something that you right now, like in the last year, because right now he's still missing for a whole year. One of the fondest moments that you find yourself, remembering, and it just takes your mind and you smile about it.
It's just a lot of things, because he was funny. He was really funny. He just did a lot of things. You just see him on everybody's Snapchat. He just everywhere.
Oh wow, yeah. I wonder if you guys are in the chat and you've got questions. I am going to put the link up here real quick. I don't know how long she could stay on, but I'm glad that she did call in, and I appreciate you. I really do. It's really sad that we're not seeing no one speaking up for him, and so they can only take other people's word for it. I've never met him before, but I fell in love with him as soon as I seen him in that pretty smile. He got this real pretty smile, like Now I'm a sucker for a smile any day. But so how are you feeling now that, okay, because we haven't got no answers yet of, where is he at, what happened? How are you feeling? I know it's got to be, and I'm sorry to ask you, but,
Yeah, I just feel like everything will come down eventually.
Eventually? Good.
Yeah.
Good. I know you guys are missing him. Something terrible. It's just something we done. Clarissa says, hey, SP, hope I didn't miss it. No, we just got on. Jessica's Lynn is in the building. Clarissa, Bat Cave done showed up. How you guys doing? Yeah, click for the notification, you guys. Is there anything you want to share with us? I'm so glad that you called. I really am. I was wondering why you had not said anything.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know who I'm talking to. I thought it was gonna be different than this when I called in.
Oh no, we're not gonna beat you up or nothing. I know a lot of people, they say stuff like, oh, they get you on there and then they gonna do this and say, no, not over here, we not. Because the only thing I tell people, if I'm at a line, just say, SB, you at a line, or I don't want to answer that, or something like that, and we'll back off because it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a lot. And like I said, I definitely respect you being his twin, and not only that, his sister. I mean, my heart pours out to you. It really does. Come holler at a sister is saying, what are the days like without his laughter?
It gets lonely sometimes, but you just gotta think about it.
Yeah,
you just gotta be like, it'll be okay one day.
Yeah, your brother would not probably like you being sad and stuff like that. Yeah. And you guys you guys go to church. You guys are Christians, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Tina Powers is saying thank you for calling in and speaking up for your brother. Thank you. Because when people in the family don't say anything, it kind of sometimes get to looking a little suspicious. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
And people be like, well, I don't care what nobody think, but then, in all reality, you have to live with that. Like, your brother, he would want, as a funny person as everybody's saying he is, that he was just goofy, funny, he jokes around and stuff. He wouldn't want people to think something bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when nobody speaks or say anything, you kind of feel like, well, if he was a good person and he was a funny person,
why ain't nobody saying nothing?
Why nobody ain't saying nothing? I mean, we hear the negative, but why we can't hear the positive,
Mm-hmm.
And I had a close death experience myself, and I felt if something happened to me, nobody would come to my funeral, I really did think that until I got sick and was right there as far as I had an aneurysm, and they didn't believe that it was going to take place. Somebody else is calling. Can you hold on for a minute? Don't hang up.
Okay.
Let me see who this is. Hey, this is SP.
This is Joey Aguilar.
Hey, Joey.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm good. Tyrese's sister is on the other line, but I'm going to merge you in, okay? Okay, we got Tyrese's sister and Tyrese's sister. Joey is on the conference line with you. Huh?
Yeah. I heard you on here live. You said there was no competition. That was a lie.
Okay, so Joey, you are Tyrese's best friend, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You saying that there was some competition?
Yes, ma'am. There was always been a little bit of competition between Tyrese and Tyrese.
Okay, always some competition, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Everywhere they went, they were always getting at each other.
It was probably who dressed the best, who smiled the best, who smelled the best, who can run the fastest.
Always.
Oh, wow. So you're Tyrese's best friend. I know you got maybe a good story to share with us about.
I have a lot of stories about Tyrese.
Okay.
Many of them.
Okay.
Me and Tyrese first met. We met when we were young, but when we first became friends, like best friends, when we were in middle school, and he asked me to come fishing with him.
Okay.
And, went fishing, and after we went fishing, he asked me to stay the night with him.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, we've been best friends.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes.
Did you catch some fish?
Well, I was never really the good fisherman. Tyrese was.
Oh, okay.
Most definitely, Tyrese was better than me.
Okay. Now, y'all being best friends, did y'all did y'all like the same females?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Did you, with you guys being best friends, did y'all like the same female?
No, ma'am, never that.
No. Did you play football?
I did for a little bit, but when I was in high school, I didn't play with Tyrese.
Okay. Tyrese, okay. So you didn't play football. So and we've got Miss Val on the panel. She's then came up. Miss Val, do you got any questions? We've got Tyrese's sister on here, and we got Tyrese's best friend.
Yes, I am so glad she decided to come up. I know I put a question to them on last week. I didn't get a chance to see her when she was here. But looking at his mom, and you're looking at Tyrese, because he looks just like his mother.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, you don't find is the male looking like the mom. But I'm so glad you came up, young lady. And hey, my prayers are with you. And I had already told him, hey, be patient, because hey, that's your twin, and I know you feeling. And so I'm just praying with you, and I'm praying for your family. Hopefully next time you're here, I will get a chance to see you, because you heard me say, I think you was on the phone the other Sunday when I got on your mother, and I was telling her, I say the kids is in trouble. You beating up the kids, you beating up Gerald, you beating up the dog, because she don't know how to feel. She's grieving,
Right.
and she hasn't even begun to grieve.
Right.
And I'm sure you are grieving as well. So, try to be patient with her, because I'm sure she's a handful right about now, because I done had to tell her about herself. So I'm sure she'll call me and tell me all, but I don't care. But you hang in there, try to be patient with her. Hey, she got to be patient with you too. But right now, she's all over the place. Right. So if you could take her, hey, go and y'all go for a walk and talk or something to keep her mind, which is nothing going to keep her mind occupied. But, try to understand, because you don't have a child yet, but that is part of you, and as well as part of her. And so she's in her feelings, and you have to expect that, try to cope with her, because she, like I say, she's beating up everybody. Right about now, I put the dog out. I was putting my kids out, so because I went through it, but my little baby wasn't between 3 months old. But I didn't know how to accept that, and we're not going to claim that. We're praying that, he'll be found or something, but I want you to hang in there, young lady, because I've never lost a sibling. But I'm sure it's hard on you and your sister, especially you being a twin. Right. So if you want to talk, I'm up 24/7. My daughter can tell you, your mom can tell you, I stay up. I never go to sleep. But if you want to talk, you want to cry or whatever, you can't beat me up, because, hey, I'm a senior citizen. But anyway, I'm going to get back in the chat. And SP, I'm sure she's dealing with you guys and trying to get the word out, and she's getting it out, so if there's questions you can't answer, then you can't answer it, and just tell them, I can't answer it. I don't know. But it's not like they are attacking you guys. They're trying to find out what has happened with your brother. That's it, and that's all.
Okay.
But I will talk with you later. I'm going to get back in the chat and shut my, finding me some patience, and I'm going to get back in the chat.
All righty. Well, thank you,
All
Miss
right.
Wong.
Okay, love. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. We've got someone else coming up on the panel. Hold on for a minute. There's two questions that's in the chat right now, and either one of you guys can answer it. The first question is, what was the latest moments with Tyrese? Miss Dee Dee is asking, what was the latest moments with Tyrese? I don't know.
Joey, I think
Huh?
I was actually the last person with Tyrese before I dropped him off at home. But, that night, I think we had been texting, and he asked if he could borrow my truck. And, I had told him, yeah, that he could borrow my truck as long as he had put gas in it, which he was already doing anyway. So he walked. Me and him live on the corners of the street, so we live right in walking distance. So he walked around the corner to my house, and I was sitting in the truck. And we left to the gas station. And when we got to the gas station, I asked him where he was going. And then he showed me a picture of the Brianna girl.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me, I said, well, he was talking about it for a second. He said he had barely met her that day or sometime like that. She was from Rusk or from Galveston or something like that. And that she was going to come pick him up. After he said that, I said, why was she? I asked him why she was coming to pick him up. And he said no. He didn't know that she said she was going to come scoop him. And he showed me the message, and he said, just drop me back off at my mom's. So I dropped him back off at my mom's, but he was still supposed to come with me later that night. And I started calling him, and his phone didn't ring. And I just thought it was something that Tyrese would do, so I didn't worry about it until the next day when I kind of woke up. And I was like, well, Tyrese didn't call me back last night. And everybody started calling me and asking me where he was, but I hadn't known because I had dropped him off at home. And that's when I started getting pictures of the Brianna girl, or people were sending me pictures of girls to see if I recognized any of them. And I just happened to recognize one Brianna girl.
Oh, okay. I'm going to add on to that question a little bit because that kind of opens the doorway. So was he suspicious when she wanted to pick him up?
Well, I said, we have a friend. Well, it's his cousin, but it's my friend. His name is Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Tyrese were talking, and I said, or whenever he said that she was going to come pick him up, I said, how do you know they're not setting you up? And he said, that's the same thing Aaron said. And that's when he said, could I go get a gun from his auntie's house just for his protection? But that's why I was calling him, because I was supposed to bring it back to him, but I never made it back to him.
Oh. Oh, you were supposed to bring him a gun?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was scared they were going to he was scared they were setting him up.
Right. Okay, so this is the first time he went out with this young lady?
I think he said he had barely met her that day. He said the only reason I was the only person he showed. He said, don't tell anybody because I'm only showing you. I'm not showing anybody else.
Right. Wow. Okay. And you just hold on one moment. Because I'm gonna come back to some questions. I got something to say on that bit. But there's another question here, and then Miss Betty, we're gonna get right to you because she's on the panel. There's another question, and it's for the sister, and Miss Dee Dee is saying, who was more protective, you or Tyrese?
Protective of what?
Protective of each other. Was he more protective of you, or was you more protective of him?
He was more protective of me.
Okay. Miss Betty.
Well, I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go back to work.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good evening, SP. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm going to stand down because we just walked into what I was going to kind of ask. Was he, since that was the friend, and I heard him say, I thought he said he was the last person that he had been with that day. Was he suspicious of the young lady? And, is this somebody that he was familiar, but he already answered all of that? So I just really will listen now, because I'm sure you have other questions that you're going to pose to him.
Oh, well, you can stay up. If you.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to go on mute then.
Okay. So the one thing that I was trying to remember, so I was letting other people speak, Joey, is, and I'm trying to remember if it was Melissa that told me this, and I believe it was Melissa that told me this, but Melissa has said that they had been dating for a while, or meeting each other up more than just at one time. So I'm kind of, hold on, the spokesperson is calling in. Okay, spokesperson, you want me to merge you in?
Yes, please.
Okay, I thought I did. Okay, the spokesperson is merged in with you, Joey. So because I asked Melissa. See, I don't never have a problem telling you guys some of the conversations that we had, because when people come back and say, I didn't say that, you're lying, I say, well, it is recorded. We can play the whole recording and let's see if I was lying or not. But I believe, and I will go back and check, but I believe Melissa said that Tyrese and Brianna dated way more than this one time, because the reason why I'm remembering this conversation, she said that Brianna's boyfriend, when he found out that they had been messing around, he was devastated. They had been messing around way more than just one time.
As of I know, which I'm just going off of what Tyrese told me, I could be mistaken, but he had told me he just barely met her that day.
Wow.
Or the day before, a couple days before.
Wow. So they didn't have no intimate times before then that one day.
Not that I know of. I've never heard of that girl before.
Wow.
Until the day that Tyrese showed her to me.
Yeah.
And that was his first time meeting up with her. I know that because he told me that was his first time meeting up with her.
Really?
I have no idea. But as long as they knew each other, I'm pretty sure it was like 2-3 days, almost probably.
Okay. Now, I'm probably going to dig just a little bit because we're running out of time. So I'm going to dig really quick, and I'm going to ask you another question, since this probably be our first and last time speaking with each other, and we got you here. So if it's something that you don't want to answer, that's fine. But I'm going to ask you this question because we had been talking about some incident that allegedly had happened prior to his disappearance, where Dinky was supposed to have got shot or grazed or gazed or whatever people were saying, and something at a filling station or gas station or something. did that happen?
Well, the story I heard, I was not there. I wasn't with Tyrese at the time.
Okay.
They said that Tyrese took 10 grams of him and took 10 grams of weed from him at the park, but he didn't shoot him.
Oh, so he took 10 grams.
Yeah, he took 10 grams of weed from him.
I don't know how much the value of 10 grams is. I don't know. Is that a lot or a little?
Like $100.
Oh, okay. Okay. So he allegedly supposed to have taken 10 grams from him. Okay.
Yeah, that's just what I've heard. I wasn't there personally, so I have no idea.
Okay.
But that's just what I've
So
heard.
it was just hearsay that it had happened. Did Tyrese tell you it happened, or was somebody else told you it happened?
Tyrese didn't tell me that it had happened. I didn't even know Tyrese had did that or took that stuff or took the weed from him. I didn't even know that. But I had barely seen Tyrese that night. I was at work, I think, a couple days before that. So that was the first time me seeing Tyrese for like two days. So he didn't even tell me. Well, that didn't get brought up because he was just. We were supposed to see each other later that night. So I guess he would have maybe told me later that night.
Oh, okay. So this happened
I just wanted to ask him a question since he's on that line right there.
Okay.
Was he always aware of what he did, or like he had friends, like him and Tyrese were best friends, but then Tyrese had other friends that he hung out with that he was not aware of, maybe?
Joey, can you hear her? She asked, is there other friends that Tyrese hung out with that you're not probably aware of, or was y'all really super close?
We got a pretty big friend group, but he wasn't always with me. But we were together most of the time. We have a big friend group, so we have other friends too. We have other friends.
I only asked because Joey said he was hesitant to go out with this girl, and I was wondering why, if he was hesitant, that he just didn't, meet her, opposed to her picking him up.
That I have no idea, because he was going to take my trip that night. When she said she was going to come pick him up, he said, never mind. So that, I asked myself the same thing.
Oh, okay. Miss Didi is in the chat, and she's asking, did Tyrese tell you where they were going when she picked him up?
He told me they were going to Rusk, is which he told me they were going.
Going to where? Where did you say, Joey? Joey.
He said they were going to Rusk, Texas.
Oh, Rusk, Texas. Oh, that's a town?
That's a town.
Oh, Rusk. Oh, okay. Wow. Meeting someone for the first time and gonna let them pick you up and go to a different town. Wow. 13 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do anyone else have any questions while Joey is on here? Because I know what you guys are going to do. You're going to wait until he leaves, and then going to be like, I wanted to ask this. Well, ask you guys, because I did not know. Uh-oh. Okay, he's calling back in. I think the call dropped. Hello?
I'm sorry, the call failed. I'm on my way out to work.
Okay. We're going to make this fast. We're going to wrap it up. Let me log her in. Spokesperson Joy is back on the phone. He's got to go to work. Is there anything you want him to?
I work in the oil field. I'm heading out to work. He's like, I still got like 2.5 hours.
Oh, you work in the oil field?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my. I know the women is after you. Oh, you got a good job already, huh?
Yes, ma'am. The last thing Tyrese told me was, I don't know why he told me this, but he said stay out of trouble when he got out of my truck. I don't have no idea why he told me that. And he gave me $20. And that was the last thing he ever told me. So.
Oh, wow. He told you to stay out of trouble?
Yeah, he gave me $20 and said stay out of trouble. He said stay out of trouble. Shook my hand and gave me $20. So I trying to stay out of trouble just like he told us.
Oh, okay. Miss Dee says she think Brianna's boyfriend set this up to rob Tyrese. That's just her opinion. Do you have any thoughts of what you think?
What I think, well,
you know, what they could have done or where he's at or why it happened, because we're still with the, we know who as far as missing and some people that's allegedly involved, but we don't know why. We don't know like who to where to go look, where to go search, who to
I have no idea why they did it. Maybe it was because Tyrese took the 10 grams of weed from
10 grams? Wow.
Yeah. I don't know where, but I feel like it's balancing somewhere.
Okay. Shay Face says usually in those little country towns, that's what you do. You go to other little country towns to get away. Okay. Karen says, was that a strange thing for him to say? Is to stay out of trouble?
Yeah, to Tyrese, to me, that was a strange thing. Tyrese gave me a lot of advice. He always gave me advice. That's one person that he would always, help me out with stuff and give me advice and, tell me what I should or should do. Like, he was my brother, so.
Yeah.
When that day, he has never told me to stay out of trouble, but that day, he said, as he got out of my truck, he said, stay out of trouble. And I was like, well, that was a little weird. But
Right.
Joey, had you all talked before that day at any time about events that had been going on with Tyrese that he may have been concerned with?
I'm sorry.
Miss Betty asked, have you guys talked prior to that event that Brianna picked him up? Did you guys talk prior to anything that was going on?
Oh, yeah, we talked every day, but he wouldn't tell me, like, the personal stuff unless we were in person.
Oh.
And I think I hadn't seen Tyrese for, like, a day or two, which he hadn't told me. But we always talk, like, he asked me where I'm at, and I'll tell him where I'm at, and he'll say, what am I doing tonight, stuff like that.
Right. So you don't know none of the people down there in Palestine?
No, I have no idea who they are. I don't know any of them.
Wow.
Well, I know them now, but if it was prior to this, I had no idea who they were.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to ask SP. It's like, you my best friend, I'm going to talk to you about some things that's going on with me or what's on my mind. And, I don't want to use the word beef, but little incidents that I may, have ran into a little shuffle with somebody. And so that's what I'm trying to, I'm here listening to him. And it's like they were friends, but there were still things that Tyrese kept to himself, it appears.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, it just seems kind of weird to me. If he didn't know this girl, and like when people, if I met somebody, Joey, how did he meet this girl?
Well, he met her on Snapchat.
Oh,
She texts him on Snapchat, and I'm pretty sure Tyrese would have told me about the stuff that we would have been together. We had barely talked that day, because like I said, I had been at work for the last 2 days, and I had barely was off. Came and when Tyrese came, we had only seen each other for a quick second. He was already told me to drop him off. But I'm pretty sure if we were together like longer than that, he would have told me.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. How are you feeling about how they've been conducting the investigation, searching for him, putting out flyers and everything? Do you think that the police is doing everything that they need to do, or do you feel like they're slacking, or is they not asking the right question, or the people or something?
No, I honestly don't feel like they've been doing what they needed to do. I feel like they could be a lot farther in Tyrese's case if they would, ask around and put a little bit more time into Tyrese's case. They would be a little bit farther, or maybe even found Tyrese already.
Okay. Have people called you threatening you?
Did they call me threatening me?
Yeah.
No, nobody called me threatening me.
Okay.
I haven't gotten any threatening calls. The other day, somebody texted me and said, something about, they text my phone through a text now number. They said, I gotta rethink about what they said. That if my story was straight or something like that about Tyrese.
If your story was straight.
Yeah, I guess they were implying, because a lot of people they weren't saying it, but they were implying that it had something to do with Tyrese being missing.
They were implying that you do?
Yeah, well, a couple of people, but somebody texted my phone, which I had nothing to do with Tyrese. Yeah, I picked him up that night and dropped him back off at his mom's house, but that was the last time I had seen him.
Okay. Here's another question. Do you have to get off the phone, Joey?
Oh, no, man.
Okay. So Brown Sugar is saying, do Brianna and the guy who the weed was taken from know each other?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting another call. I can't hear. It's nobody. I'm sorry.
The question was, Brown Sugar is asking, do Brianna and the guy who the weed was taken from, do they know each other?
I think the guy and Brianna's boyfriend know each other.
Oh, Brianna's boyfriend.
Yeah, Brianna's boyfriend, and they use Brianna to come get Tyrese.
So, really? So, with Melissa telling me that her boyfriend was devastated to find out that Brianna been cheating on him with Tyrese and all that, and you're saying that Brianna's boyfriend?
I'm pretty sure Tyrese met that girl that day, and with the day that I picked him up, or a couple days before that, because Tyrese had already taken the weed from the guy. So then they sent Brianna to come get Tyrese because he took the weed. But Brianna's boyfriend and the other guy knew each other. So they sent Brianna to come get Tyrese because he had barely met her that day.
Oh. And it wasn't Dinky's weed?
It was Dinky's weed. They took the weed from Dinky. And Dinky knows Brianna's boyfriend.
Okay.
May I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, Joey. Do you know for sure that Tyrese actually took the weed, or is this still a rumor? Because there's conflicting stories. That's why I want to know if you know for sure that he actually took it, or if this is just what you've been told. I just want to know.
This is just what I've heard. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't there when Tyrese took the weed. I was not there, not with him. If he took it,
you don't know for sure. You just, this is what's been going around, that he actually took the weed, but he didn't shoot. But the most consistent thing is that he actually didn't shoot. He wasn't the one that shot Dinky.
Joey,
I
I have a question for you. With all the, can you hear me pretty well, please? I mean, can you hear me well?
Yeah.
With all the things that you've heard over the year that Tyrese has been missing, and the things that you know of your friend, does it depict who he was? Or was he targeted because he was a friendly person? Most people liked him, and he could go in any environment and, for lack of a better word, fit in when others had difficulties doing so. Am I making my question kind of clear for you?
yes,
Because I'm trying to understand. Go ahead.
Tyrese was that's not at all how I see Tyrese. I don't see Tyrese as no robber or anything like that. You know, I see Tyrese as, Tyrese was my best friend. He was very funny, lit up the room. Every room he walked in, he was the center of attention. That's how I always see Tyrese. I never look at him a different way. He's my brother. I would never look at him as, something bad, or why they would come and take him because, something bad that he did. Tyrese was always one to be liked.
Oh, wow. He just didn't show a lot of anger and hatred and fighting and drinking and partying. He wasn't that kind of a kid.
Now, Tyrese didn't drink at all, actually. He went to parties, and we would go to parties, and he'd dance at the parties. Probably you've seen some videos of him dancing at parties. He loved to party.
Okay.
But
he wasn't the what you saw of Tyrese basically was what Tyrese was. So if he was, I don't want to say the clown, but he was the person, he was the person that made everybody laugh. So if that's who he was all the time. So it wasn't like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Am I right?
Yeah, there was never once in a while. Tyrese was always funny. Tyrese always making everybody laugh.
Okay. Because I'm trying.
I'm sorry?
We can't hear you, Betty. Okay, we lost you, Betty. We can't hear you. Spokesperson.
Know what happened. Like you said, you were with him up until a few hours or whatever before he was to meet this young lady. Apparently, he must have trusted her enough to leave with her. Because if they had just really met, I ain't going off on nobody. I'm somebody gonna be hiding in the bushes waiting for me. If you understand what I'm saying. So I'm just curious, as you may not have known, you say that you only knew him to have met her that day or whatever. So yeah, this is really, you're really shining a light for me as to he had to have trusted this girl to leave with her.
Well, Tyrese
They knew who to send to him.
Tyrese had a lot of girls wanted to be with him, so it wasn't a non-regular thing for Tyrese to leave with a girl.
Right. Cynthia is in the chat, and she's asking, had he ever spoke of having a conflict or disagreement with anyone?
Not that I remember. Tyrese was liked by everybody.
Really? Yeah.
Everybody.
Wow. You got a lot of nice things to say about this young man.
Man, he was a brother to me. I can't think of one bad thing to say about Tyrese.
How do you feel right now with him missing?
It still hurts. Still think about, I still go to his mom's house. I still go hand out flyers with him. I try to be there with them whenever they go, almost every Saturday.
How do you feel when someone implies that you might be know more or have something to do with his missing, his disappearance?
When they say I have something to do with it?
Yeah.
It kind of makes me mad because, people who I really don't like taking pictures, so there's probably not very many pictures of me and Tyrese together, and if it is, it's in his phone. But me and Tyrese were always together, and so I guess people just didn't know how close we really were, and it kind of makes me mad when people, I did something, or I had something to do with Tyrese. Tyrese knows, and his mom knows that I would never even think of anything like that.
Okay. Is there any more questions, you guys? Because this young man works in the oil field. Oh boy, how old are you?
I'll be 21 in 4 days, actually.
Okay, well, you're too young, but he's 21, you guys. So you never met?
I got a granddaughter.
Girl, I was looking for my daughter. Anyway, you got a girlfriend, Joey?
No, I just got out of a relationship.
Okay. Let me see. Let me make sure I don't miss nobody's question. And as you can see, that just because he knew someone or even brought weed from someone, how that can make him guilty by association. I know people who sell weed, but they don't make me their friends. Okay. Joy has been on the front line helping the family search for Tyrese. All right. That came from Joy. Huh?
I'm sorry, Joy. I guess I've been being the family spokesperson, so we haven't gotten a chance to talk. I've been trying to catch up with you, but now I know why you guys are working overtime right now with the oil shortage.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a rig up right now, actually.
Right. So now I know why you guys are in the heart of it down there. So I get it, but I do want to know, since today is one of the days that we chose to do the Tyrese-a-thon, I want to know, you've heard a lot of things about your friend, and you said a lot of great things about your friend. And we often don't realize the danger we get ourselves into. And a lot of young men think, oh, it's a girl, so, I mean, what's she gonna do? I can overpower her. I've heard. So I have two questions. One, have you ever went out on a date with a girl that you just met on Snapchat? I'm not saying you gotta incriminate yourself because she just got out of a relationship, but has that ever happened to you?
Somebody tried to set me up. No, but meeting girls, I'm young. Oh yeah, I'm young. I've met up with girls before.
Just somebody you didn't know. You just went out on a date, right?
Maybe I've seen a picture of them and I've texted them before, but
that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what would you say if you could summarize Tyrese's character and the thing you miss the absolute most about your friend right now, how would you put that?
Because the thing I miss the most about him?
Yeah, and how would you summarize his character? If you had to summarize Tyrese and his character, how would
Tyrese? With Tyrese, there was never a dull moment. I would say we were always doing something. I can't for a couple chat around the house, but there was never a dull moment. Tyrese not doing something. But Tyrese was very loving and fun and goofy. And the thing I miss most about him is his advice. The advice he would give. Even when me and my mom would argue, he would be there, telling me, you need to go apologize. Or you need to go talk to your mom.
Wow. Wow.
Was he spiritual? Because I read about a lot of spiritual posts on another page that I found, and a lot of inspirational posts that speaks to what you're saying as far as advice is concerned. So did he have that positive energy for everybody?
Yeah. I'm sorry, say it one more time.
Was he spiritual? Was he into God? Did it seem like he knew God?
Well, most definitely his mom, for sure, was a spiritual woman. So I remember a couple times she made us come in and read the Bible. Me and Tyrese had to take turns reading the Bible. She made me and Tyrese take turns reading the Bible, and we would have to go to church. The deal was, if I had stayed with him for the weekend, we would have to go to church on Sunday. So me and
Tyrese, she was gonna get y'all straight.
If you could think of one thing right now that you, during this time of the year, that you and Tyrese will be doing, what would y'all be doing preparing for the holiday? Because he sounds like he was funny. So say you hadn't put up the Christmas tree at your house or at his house, how would you all be preparing? I don't want to dwell on his missing, but just trying to get a better picture of the kind of person that he was, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry, you said that one more time.
She was asking you to give a better picture of, if the holidays coming up, what would you guys be doing if Tyrese was right there? Is that something of what you were saying?
When Well,
Yes.
I remember, the Thanksgiving and the holidays before Tyrese, was missing, and my mom would make food, and his mom would make food, and we would take turns, or we would go to each other's houses and spend time with each other's families.
Oh, okay.
Are
Tyrese.
you sick, Joey?
Am I sick?
Mm-hmm.
No, ma'am. Actually, I'm not.
Are you getting emotional?
Yeah, I kind of miss Tyrese. Well, I do miss Tyrese. I miss Tyrese a lot. Really ready for him to come home.
I know.
Joey, do you know NFL?
Yeah, I know the NFL guys.
Okay. So did y'all hang out with him sometimes at the house?
At the house, yeah. So I would see him there every once in a while.
Oh, you would see NFL or?
Yeah, he knows me. I know him.
I mean, but would y'all hang out at the house together?
Like, no, I wasn't really close with him like that, but I know who he is.
Okay.
I've talked to him a couple times. I had a couple conversations with him.
Okay. Is he a nice guy?
Yeah, he's pretty nice guy. He has some good music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you called in. I'm not gonna. I know there's other people that want to ask questions. I do want to say thank you to Twin.
Yes.
For calling in. I know she didn't want to. I know she was a little unnerved about calling, but I begged her, do me this favor. Come on now, you can do it. It's okay. We got you. It's not gonna be no attacking. It's none of that. And she was like, okay. I'm gonna think about it. It's hard, but she did come on by, and then I want to say thank you to her publicly for that, and to tell Mrs. Wooten, I got more pull than you do.
Joey, we got one more question, and then I'm gonna let you go, but I want this question. And I promise you, this is the last question because I know you got to work. But Joy is in the chat and she's asking, have you talked to NFL since Tyrese's disappearance?
I really don't. I haven't really been in Jacksonville since Tyrese's disappearance. I haven't really talked to anybody since Tyrese has been gone.
Oh, you don't stay in Jacksonville no more?
No, ma'am. I moved away. Being in Jacksonville, all I think about is Tyrese. And it's kind of hard for me. I really don't want to be in a town that I was only there for Tyrese, because Tyrese and Aaron, they were my best friends, and they made every day better. So when Tyrese came up missing, I felt like there was no point of being in Jacksonville anymore.
Well, I tell you what, with the last words of him telling you to stay out of trouble, every time when a situation comes up, I'm pretty sure those words come to haunt you. All right, Joy. Thank you for sharing some good thoughts about Tyrese, because to be honest with you, we did want to hear from people who actually interacted with him. So I appreciate you and thank you.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Thank you so much.
All right. You have a good day.
SP, I'm going to jump down. Thank you so much for coming on. I really have a better insight of Tyrese now. And my prayers are with you as well, that you'll get peace. SP, I'm gonna jump down back in the chat, okay?
Somebody wanted to ask a question, but they text me, but they never did call in. They said something like they were going to call in. In the text, something got in my throat there. But, you know, wow, I really do appreciate him coming on because, you know, when you hear from Lisa say, "Are you okay?" It's in there. It's tickling my throat and it ain't going nowhere. But I really appreciate the young man coming on. And I'm going to tell you guys something. When we see these cases and we hear the stuff and it's unbelievable and stuff, people forget how human Tyrese is. You know, we sometimes sound like we're talking about a subject, which we are, but we're talking about somebody's brother, somebody's best friend, somebody's son, somebody's companion, friend. And now, you know, when you hear the compassion in Tyrese's friend, his best friend, speak of him, it's different. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. My thought process is now different. He didn't come out angry. He didn't come out attacking anybody. Very respectful. And what he says about Tyrese, I'm going to tell you right now, I believe him. Because you can't just make stuff up like, yeah, his mama made us read the Bible. We had to take turns reading. That right there, boom. I needed to hear it. I don't want to know how spiritual and how Christian and a scripture. I want someone to tell me some stuff. Because, see, that's stuff I do. My kids get into it and they doing stuff and thinking okay, sit there. We're finna have church. In the living room, turn off the TV, and the friends be looking like, your mama really gonna make us listen to her for a whole hour? Yeah. I'm just saying, you guys, these are things we want to know so we can figure out. Because people can tell us and lead us one way or another. But I want to know what type of person Tyrese is. His smile tells me a lot. But I want to hear from people that was around him. And I got a very good look of this young man. A very good look today. A very good look. SP, they will remember that when they are older, yeah. Yes, you guys. Very well worth it. Very well worth it. 2. We had 2. I didn't even know. Yeah, I knew about one was going to probably call. Okay. I got a call that one was going to come, but you know how you be like, okay, I hope it goes through. I hope everything works. And so, you know, but yes, Deborah J says very informational. Hope I'll be able to listen to this chat over later. Yes, you will be. I'm not locking anything down, but I miss him so much. It's crazy. I know you do. I know you do, Mr. Wooten. Certain memories are never forgotten. See, that's what I'm saying. When you tell people, you know, they can't just come off the top of their head but I could. If you see, I love storytelling. I like when people tell me a story because then I'm intrigued. I'm going to listen to you and see if you're skipping words and if you're backing up and you didn't say it right. And I want to ask those questions because I want to know. I love story time. So when he told me that, guess what? I can tell if he's lying or not. He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. I love stories. I told you guys that. That's how I learn. I love stories. Hold on for a minute. All right. Yeah, Carissa put something in the chat. I wanted to see what it says. We'll have those videos. We will have them. We waited a little bit too late. And then you guys know, I know everybody don't know, but it takes a lot of time for me to upload, get them, and then do editing and push them through because you can't see them big files through phones. So, you know, we got ways to get them and everything, but I just didn't have enough time to get it together. But this was way better. This is way better. Yes, Mary says you can hear when someone is sincere. And you know. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, I am going to get off of here. And if there is any information that you guys need to send me, especially if it's a YouTuber's name or channel, please do not put it in the chat. First of all, I don't want to fight with nobody. We done did so much where we're getting our channel back up and running. We're not going to go there. Send it to me via, you know, my phone number, 316-553-3056. Send it to me. We'll chat. We'll talk about it or whatever. But we definitely don't want to fight with other channel holders. I support them. I respect them. And I need you guys to do the same thing because I don't want them to see you over here saying, go over there. And I don't want you to be over there saying, go over there to me, because you guys can, you know what I'm saying? It's just too much. And we haven't been getting in fights and arguments, and we're just not going to start while we're building our channel back up and it's going good. And we're learning from our mistakes. And so I hope nobody get offended when someone asks them, please do not do something. It's just a part of our rules that keep us from starting back from the bottom because somebody got an attitude because somebody said the name and they didn't want to be connected. And then somebody took it the wrong way. And then somebody ran and told somebody and they told the story 20 different ways. And now we're fighting and arguing and yeah, you did say it. I don't want to hear it. I can't do it, you guys. And I'm not going to do it. But if we all mature in here, that's the only reason why we don't allow that. And let other channels do it. But we done ran into the snags. We done got a hold of it. It doesn't happen. And we just can't. We can't afford to do that anymore. We're not starting from the bottom, but we sure lost like 90%. So it's all good. Because what's for us, be for us. You guys, I'm going to get on off of here. I appreciate you guys coming in. Make sure if you didn't hit the thumbs up as you came in, hit the thumbs up. Even though that the show is over with, I'm going to leave this up so everybody can listen to what Joey said. This was a very good live. It was a very good interview. I am intrigued. I'm going to go back and listen for myself. And then I'm going to go back and listen to my conversation with Melissa, which is the young guy that was charged and released. Yeah, the guy that was charged, I think, and released. The 17-year-old. I don't know if it was him. I don't know if that's the same guy. It could be just a friend. Anyway, because I heard it from somewhere, but don't quote me, but I do remember that's the only person that I talked to. Because I remember I'm saying, what? They had this wasn't a one-night stand. And I think she said no. I believe she said no. So I want to think about that a little bit. Every little bit helps. It helps you understand stuff. Because it really don't make sense when you meet somebody on Snapchat or whatever, Facebook or something, and you meet them for the first time. Now you're going to let them pick you up. And he probably let the young lady pick him up because she was a young lady. You know what I'm saying? And then boom. And then isn't it weird to say she could be setting you up? You know how sometimes you will say stuff thinking that, nah, that wouldn't happen to me. Ain't nobody trying, and that's exactly what this young lady was doing. But her boyfriend knew about the situation, so they all could have been involved in setting Tyrese up, you guys. With the boyfriend, Melissa said, oh no, he was devastated. No, he's probably a part of the equation. I don't think he was devastated. So what is Melissa talking about? You guys, that's something else we're going to have to talk about and everything. But this is be part 1. We'll finish with part 2 next week with the movie. So make sure you guys come in. Make sure you share it. And I will see you next Tuesday for the Tyrese Tuesday. And you guys be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. And the people that, I think it was Angie, she bought it a ticket. And for the people that got on the panel, I did give you a ticket. If you didn't see it, go back. I put it up there so you guys can see it. I love you guys. Be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.
TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll. Do you like to shop online but hesitate because of the uncertainty about sizing and the quality of some items? Have you came across an outfit that you love to rock, but girl, you want to know more about the company and how their items run first? I get it. Check out TeNika Shenette, the plus-size doll on YouTube for the latest updates in plus-size fashion and styles. She does the reviews that you can use. Timing is of the essence, but she will reach out to any company if she's not already signed with them. And get that item or a similar item to try it on first and provide that honest review on sizing, quality, and shipping. She does it all and often can get a discount code exclusively for her subscribers. So subscribe now and shop with confidence, knowing if you would size up, size down, or true to size. She also reviews wigs, bundles, hair products. Like I said, she does it all. Measurements are in the description as well as the contact information for business inquiries or collabs. So subscribe today to be a part of the dollhouse where everything is big, bold, and beautiful. The link is in the description box down below.